So, we both know that
I don't.
we're gamer.
Yeah.
We're gamers, man. Yeah. But and what you know about me, and some of you know about me, is that my favorite genre of video games is RTS, real-time strategy games.
And I thought it was erotic novels. Damn.
What? The Rock? What? The Rock? The novels? What?
Erotic novels.
I thought you said The Rock, like the wrestler movie star.
Although I definitely play an erotic novel of The Rock.
Anyway.
No shame in that. No shame in that.
Anyway, my favorite one, favorite genre is real-time strategy games. I grew up with Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 2, with Red Alert 1 and Red Alert 2. Hey,
bring out the Murloc.
I'm talking about them. And the game that actually, the franchise that actually made me want to talk about this topic, Age of Empires and Age of Mythology.
Yeah.
Age of Mythology was an amazing game. I don't know if you remember it.
Yep.
Back in the day, real-time strategy games were the thing. You're either playing Counter-Strike 1.6 or you're playing a real-time strategy game. No in between.
Yep.
And recently, there has been, I'm gonna say there has been a try. Because they really didn't try at all.
Yeah.
From game companies to reignite the love and the passion for real-time strategy games. For example, we had the wonderful Warcraft 3 Reforged. Amazing, right?
Right.
Perfect.
Nothing wrong with that one.
We had Company of Heroes 3. Recently we had Age of Empires 4, right? Yeah, 4. And to me it's kind of sad to see that the only people who actually tried these games, like the Reforged, the new games from the franchises, whatever, are people who previously were addicted to real-time strategy games. The kids nowadays, they do not want to give it a shot. They just want to play their Fortnites, their PUBG. Well, PUBG is a dead game anyway.
Well, not really.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duties, the shooter games. And to me, that is kind of sad because you know this story. In university, when we were studying philosophy, we had a subject called Greek mythology. The only reason why I passed the exam was because of Age of Mythology. Yeah. Of course, it's not it wasn't a great way to learn the mythology because there's a lot of false information in that game.
I'm gonna be real with you. The only reason I passed the subject was because of God of War. So I get you. I totally get you.
Right? But what I'm trying to say is, real-time strategy games aren't only educational. To me, they are the most beneficial games a child can play. Because they actively make you think. They actively make you to make decisions, to calculate the decisions, to manage micro and why am I having a brain fart?
Macro.
Yeah. Why was I having a brain fart?
It happens.
Anyway, it saddens me. It saddens me that RTS games are dying. And I know you like RTS games.
Yeah.
What's your take? Yeah, I know. But what's your take?
My take is AAA companies ruin it.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. There's a noticeable trend with most AAA companies that make RTS games nowadays to, for lack of a better term, I'm gonna use a term that one of the Tallboy YouTubers used. I don't know if it was the Terminator Andy's take, but he basically said that a lot of RTS companies nowadays, be it Creative Assembly, be it Paradox, be it even Petrodoc, I didn't say, try to gamify the game. Because I'll take an example of Grand Strategy, because it's more popular than traditional RTS nowadays. It's usually divided into a campaign side and a battle side. The campaign side, for most RTS games nowadays, has been progressively getting simpler and simpler, i.e. gamified. On the battle side, it's even worse. I give an example, Total War, my favorite genre.
You have a franchise?
Yeah, franchise. Pardon, yeah, franchise. Almost 20 years ago, in Medieval 2, an average battle was at least 40 minutes. And that's perfect. Also, another thing, the terrain in the map is big enough that you can actively employ tactics and strategy. Why am I mentioning this? Because when I go back and play Medieval 2, I don't have a Doom stack. Now, let me explain what a Doom stack is for those who don't know. A Doom stack, in Total War at least, and other strategy games, is an army composition that's optimally built to win you the most battles. In Medieval 2, there are certain compositions that you can call Doom stacky, but there's no template for a Doom stack. Every battle is distinct, and every battle I have to use my units in a different way, i.e. I have to activate my brain in a different way. With later Total War games, I just make a Doom stack. I just use one tactic, which is draw a battle line, keep the archers behind, pepper the enemy with the archers while you infantry hold, and then hammer anvil from the sides. And you win every single battle. That's it. That's the entire battle. Battle after battle after battle. The map is completely irrelevant. Like earlier today, I was playing Total War Troy with the Radius mod, because Troy sucks ass. Of course, you need to use a mod to improve the game. And I came in a situation...
Don't use mods.
This game desperately needs a mod to improve it. And I came in a situation where I was like, on the edge of the map, to the left of me, there was an invisible wall. And I was thinking, I could sure use this terrain right about now. Like, it's there, it's model, it's present. There's just an invisible wall blocking me from going there. And it will improve my situation significantly if I could just do that. But I can't. Plus another thing. Why did I mention the Radius mod? Because the Radius mod purposefully rebalances the units in the battles to last longer. Without the mod, an average battle in Troy lasts 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Which is pitiful.
That makes sense, yeah.
With the mod, it's more like 15 to 20. It's still shorter than what I had in Medieval 2,
Yeah.
but it's longer. And it allows for more tactical maneuvering. It allows for trying out new situation, new tactics. Now, let me return to how I originally started this. Where AAA companies are trying to gamify RTS, because a lot of people nowadays that enjoy the RTS genre don't have the time to invest in the RTS genre. Because as we said, matches are long.
Yeah.
People want a quick dopamine rush from gaming nowadays. So that's why AAA companies are gamifying it. Indie companies on the other side are where, how I should say, they're pioneering RTS right now, even though it's been pioneered. But yeah, a couple examples. I talked to you recently about Tempest Rising, which is an homage to 90s and early 2000s RTS. Zero AD, which is a free project that's basically inspired by Age of Empires. You can download it for free online. Total Conflict Resistance, another indie game that's set in a modern world. That takes elements from the Mountain Blade series, takes elements from Grand Strategy, and every element, be it on campaign side or battlefield side, is important to winning you the game.
I love that you're mentioning this. I love that you're mentioning this.
Another thing I want to add. A game, it's not really an RTS, it's more of a grand strategy, if that. It's it's a civilization builder, it's everything. That I'm so excited for is Manor Lords. Why am I mentioning Manor Lords? Because it's being developed by one person. One person who is constantly communicating with his community. And I think this is the big difference that needs to happen in gaming nowadays. Gaming, at least in the AAA sphere, has been really corporatized. Regrettably corporatized. Gaming, for it to be in the best possible shape, needs to be like a community. The developers need to talk and interact with their player base and to follow on their inputs, to give the best possible products. Corporations don't necessarily do that. Because what do corporations do? They look at the bottom line. Oh, this decision made me money. Do more of this.
I mean,
Oh wow, this decision didn't make a lot of money. Let's not do this. And that's sad.
I mean, it's
That
always
shouldn't be
been
the
like
thing.
that. It's always been like that when it comes to gaming.
But recently,
Even more
especially
so,
in RTS, even more so. Look at Paradox games.
Yeah, I know.
The average Paradox game has 20 DLCs. Why the hell does a game need 20 DLCs?
I mean, here comes the money!
Exactly.
But the thing is, like, I'm gonna go a completely different direction right now. I love that you mentioned how, oh, this terrain could have helped me, like, but it's not there. You know what's funny? A lot of people who love RTS games have read a very important book. Do you know which book I'm talking about?
The Art of War, you mean?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? It actually works in some games.
Yeah.
And you know what's even funnier? A lot of people who have read that book just to play video games read it when they were young.
Exactly.
And that made them want to read. Like, you cannot have that with an FPS game. You cannot have that with a, like, MMORPG. Well, maybe if it has a lot of lore and then there's books, but still, it's not, you're not gonna read real life books that are gonna help you in gaming. You're gonna read, like, entertainment kind of books. And to me, RTS is the only genre that makes people properly develop when it comes to video games. Like, this is kind of weird to say, but like what I mean by properly develop, it makes you think. It makes you more proactive in life. You can always find your like the situation you're in. You can find the solution much easier if you play RTS. Yeah, sounds good. You don't have internet.
No,
but
PDF.
The thing is, most people who play chess on the high level actually love games that are connected to the RTS genre. For example, Nepomniachtchi, who's been number 2, number 3 shit chess player. Well, compared to the others, he's a god compared to me, but anyway, he loves playing Dota. He grew up playing Warcraft. Then you have like Duda, who's also a huge RTS fan. It's just astounding to me how these people who we consider geniuses grew up on RTS, and they credit the RTS genre for their interest in strategy and tactics.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to see that kids nowadays do not want to even touch RTS. That's all I have to say.
When you draw the parallel with RTS inspiring to read books, it jogged into my mind how many books I've actually read as a result because I enjoy RTS games. You mentioned The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Like, that's the first war-related book that I read that was mainly inspired by my interest in RTS.
Yeah.
And then I read The Prince by Nicole Machiavelli. And then I read On War by Karl von Clausewitz. And the iceberg just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And the PDF I was looking for was Total Resistance by Major H. von Dyke Byrne, which is basically an instruction manual on how to lead a guerrilla war. And the iceberg keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
That's what I'm saying.
Because of my interest in strategy games in general.
And that's what I'm saying, like, strategy games, especially RTS, because turn-based is kind of different.
Yeah.
But especially RTS makes people read actual books, like books who were not meant for the video game.
It's inspirational. It truly is.
Which is bonkers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. I think we were talking long enough. If you had something,
We had fun.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I'm good.
And let us know what your opinion is. Do you like RTS games? And as always, we'll see you next time. Peace.